Hello, my Pisces. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much, and it's an honor to be here with you. So let's get into your reading. Those of you who've been following me for a while, you know how I operate. I tend to, the first half is going to be about you and your situation, how you feel, what you're going through. Second half will be about your soulmate. Now, keep in mind with a general reading, it may or may not resonate with your situation, and the energies can be flip-flopped. But for something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading. You can email me down below if you are interested. I do offer live one-on-one readings where it's just you and me, and you kind of call all the shots. Most of you tend to choose that, and that is my favorite as well. We get to know each other a little bit, say hello, and I do offer pre-recorded readings as well. Okay. So let's get started here. So this reading right off the bat, I feel the energy, and for whoever this is meant for today, this is for like a situation. It feels like that is you're at your wit's end. It feels like you're very hurt and kind of annoyed by somebody. It feels like you've had enough. I feel like I've had enough. I feel like I'm not being treated in a certain way. It feels like I'm giving a lot to a person, or have given a lot to a person, and it just feels like I feel like I'm annoyed, and but rightfully so. So the devil. See, now here's the page of, see, I know the page of Pentacles, and the Tower is right underneath. This is an energy I feel, it's either like you cut it off with someone, or you're about to. There's an energy of, I feel, I'm hearing this, and I'm like, okay, it's been long enough. It's been, be it 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, whatever your situation is. It's been this long, and, I want an answer. I'm hearing like, I want an answer, or like, I'm ready. It feels like there is an energy of somebody here who you've been dealing with that does not treat you in a certain way. I feel like they're either jerking you around with commitment, and I also feel like there is an energy too of possible cheating. You could have caught someone cheating, or like they are. It could even be one of these situations, like where you're dating, but they say you're exclusive, but then it's clear that they're entertaining other men or women. It just feels like they are not being upfront with you about their life, what's going on in their life. And it almost feels like you're dealing with somebody who kind of is annoyed, or they have they have too many walls up, and it feels like they get annoyed, like they feel like a bit of a liar, and they get annoyed, I feel like, when people, i.e. you, maybe press them for information, and it feels like that it's nothing out of the ordinary that you're asking. It feels like it's not invasive, because let's get real, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, even if you're looking to be friends with someone, right, if you have this many walls, it's like, what the hell kind of a relationship is it? And it feels like kind of the information that you may be asking, or questions, it feels like it puts them in a weird spot, or like it gets them annoyed because they're lying. And the more you ask, they get like annoyed. Like, I don't want to talk about that, or, and it just feels like they resist. And I feel like you're at your wit's end with them. It feels like they're kind of all about themselves, and, their own life, and what they want, and their needs. I get more, though, somebody who is resistant to divulge information. And I'm hearing the word information more. Feels like they just don't want to give it up. I'm hearing like, okay, if you can't be honest with me, then this is done. You may have told them that, or, you could have maybe been understanding up to a point, but there's this energy of just like, I've had it with you. Like, I'm not dealing with this shit, like, it's this kind of energy, and I'm even hearing like, what are you, a piece of shit? It's like there's this energy of, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not the other, I'm hearing this like, I'm not the other woman, I'm not the other man, like, I'm not your side piece or whatever you think I am. Like, if you can't be open with me about, this, then there is no, it's like this kind of energy. And I feel like this is someone maybe who you've caught in a few lies already. But I just feel like it's happening more often than it should. And it's not even about, like good things, like when you catch someone a lot, but it's more like, let's say they're preparing I don't know, like a little surprise for you, right? They're gonna lie, or they're gonna be like, evasive, or that, right? That's a good reason. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like more just even, basic information. Oh, what are you doing? Where are you? And they get annoyed. They just don't answer. They give you some vague ass thing. And it's like, who the hell says that? But somebody who's trying to hide something, or that just, is not trusting or isn't open. And it's like, that does not fly in a relationship. That may fly with an acquaintance, or someone who you don't, but like, why the hell wouldn't you just answer? And it just feels very annoying to me. The energy feels annoying. It doesn't feel like they're lying for a good reason. Like I said, maybe they're somewhere buying your favorite food and they don't want you to know, or something like that. They're out doing something, that they just don't want, but it's like for a good reason. Not if this feels like they're just an annoyed person that has way too much to hide. And I don't like it. Let me see here now what you're... Oh, Three of Pentacles. Oh. The Wheel. It feels like this energy of, I feel like really emotional. It feels like you care or cared about this person. And it feels like you do kind of care. But you're like, in a way, like, hey, it's not going to work. I don't want it to be this way. But there is this energy of like, it's, you kind of maybe will put or have put your foot down. And like, it's not going to work if it continues going this way. This feels like somebody who's got too many demons. A lot of demons, and they're just kind of acting them out and not really facing them. And that. You maybe try to help them, but they're not doing it. I feel like you're dealing... I'm going to just be really blunt. I don't feel this energy too often. But when I do, I'm going to say you're dealing with a real asshole. This is like an asshole. They're acting like an asshole. And then they get mad when they're confronted and twisted around. It's like delusional. Six of Wands. I do feel like for those of you who did just break, I feel like you did the right thing. If you set a boundary with that, if you're not tolerating anymore, this is confirmation, first of all, that it had to happen and you did the right thing. 150,000 million %. I think if you're beating yourself, it's like, I think there's this energy like, yes, it's very sad that it had to be this way. And I think the universe is recognizing that you put in the work that you should have, or you gave them the chances that were okay to give. It was like the right amount of understanding, but now also the right amount. It was like the time to, for yourself, like, this is not going to work. I did my thing, but now enough's enough. Stop playing games. I feel like, in a way, you are being validated here, but also it's being recognized that you did it the right way. You gave the right amount of chances, but now it was time to nix it, put them in their place. Page of one, yeah. You're looking at and it's like this energy of you're not up to par, but I feel also that they're actually not. I don't feel that your decision was, rash or, like somewhere coming from your own insecure. Absolutely not. And if anything, it's this energy, like if you were insecure about it, it's because they were doing things that set off your sirens, in a way, your red, whatever you want to call it. And it's not that you're insecure, it's that they were doing things that should make someone insecure, if you know what I mean, or uncomfortable. It's kind of like if someone's poking you with a fork, or like something sharp, right? Naturally, right? It's going to be ow, or like, that's a little uncomfortable, right? It's akin to this. It's not like someone's poking you and you're, I don't know, like laughing about it, like, oh, that feels so good. No, if someone's, doing that, it hurts. Or, like putting your hand on the stove by accident, like, okay, ouch. In other words, what I'm trying to say is this isn't one of those situations where your insecurities were out of control. It's like a warranted thing. Because I'm the first one who will call that out, like, no, you're out of control. Not this time, not here. Because I don't, like, discriminate. It's not that this time. There were two they're coming out as like mistrusting, withholding, and like I just really feel like it's somebody with too many demons, and they haven't gotten a hold of them. They're coming out as like very mistrusting, very sad, very aggressive, and it feels like it's stemming from some traumas in their life. Let me see what's going on with this person. How do I see it now? I have a massive headache. I feel like I have a headache. What's going on with this person? Pisces. The Fool. Queen of Pentacles. Oh God, it's clear. Two of Cups. The Moon. Oh, this is an arrogant son of a bitch. Guy or girl, I don't care. If it's a girl, it's a bitch. If it's a guy, it's a bastard. There's like this energy of I feel arrogance, but I also feel there's like this energy of someone who's a little addicted to love. I feel like they are someone maybe who is not sure of what they want, but they know they want. It feels like I know I want to feel good. I want to feel like loved in a relationship. I want to get love, but they don't give it out. They feel also like maybe a perpetual dater, or I don't know, like someone I feel who has maybe a lot of frivolous relationships in their life, with people, like maybe multiple people who, oh, that's my friend, and then here's my friend too, and this one and that one. And it's just very surface, and it could be like a lot of partying, a lot of like photos, and oh, I'm here and I'm there and I'm doing, and it's like a wanderlust. I also feel like someone too who, it's ironic, but I get like an emotional one that maybe like cries that they're lonely, or cries about this, that, and the other, but then their own actions perpetuate it. They spill the milk, or they do the, and then they cry about it and wonder why their life is the way it is. but their actions don't create these two. Their actions create this. Feels like a lot of fake people, a lot of fake relationships, but see what it feels like is they kind of are like a little convoluted. They feel like the type that has like okay, I have high standards. I want the men or the guys or the girls that I'm with to be well put together and maybe, have some money or have some whatever the hell they talk about in their head. They have very high standards, but they don't look at what the hell they're putting out. But they want to make sure that the ones that they're with are either, like the things that I just said. And it feels like very stable, very, I don't know, in their head, right? Like attractive, and they have money, like whatever it is, they work, they give. And but what it feels like is they don't do those damn things. When it comes to them having to do it, it's oh God. They want someone too, I feel, who's open and maybe does not lie to them, or I know what I feel too, like is direct with them when they want something, or expects openness from a partner, but they're closed off as hell. It's like they want their person to treat them like the king or the queen, like they're a king or queen, or like you're going to treat me like I'm your boyfriend, right? Or like your girlfriend or your husband, your wife. But they don't treat the partner like that. But they want the treatment. Oh, this is a nasty one. Who the hell is this? And then they're like a crybaby about it when they get their own energy back in their face. And it's more like, I feel like a kind of annoyed too. It's like this arrogant kind of energy, but it's deeply emotional and sensitive, but at the same time aggravated. Oh, this is like this is like an adult child, is the best way I can put it, because it's someone who I feel, they kind of, they're not like a lazy bump, but they're like they're an adult, but it's a child emotionally. In their head, they act like a kid, and it's like very kind of spoiled, entitled. It's almost like this energy of, maybe they're used to people, like when they act like shit, and then, but they still get the love at the end of it, kind of like, like a mom or grandma, whatever, like who, okay, you can be like fussy in the day or, whatever, but you know what, you still get some love, right? Because we get it. They're used to this kind of treatment. And what it feels like is they don't, I don't know if it's that they aren't held accountable, or they don't hold. It's like this convoluted one-way street where they can do what they want, but you can't call them out on it. But they can call you out when they don't like something. They like to hold people accountable, but they can't be held accountable. It's, ooh. Emperor. They have a big fat ego. This is a big fat ego. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. It's like this big fat son of a, oh my God, ego. It's annoying. Four of Swords. See, and there's this energy of like that with them, it's like love me, love me, love me. Like they want love, and it's actually kind of desperate in a way. This is like now getting into I feel like what it is, and I do have empathy for them, but this is, they need to be put in their place. This is not right. It's like a double standard what they're doing, and that's not how it works. They have very high standards, but they don't act up in a way or live up to their own standards. How can you ask someone to do, or have certain standards that you want, but you don't even do it? You don't even do it. Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. And this person lives in kind of like fairyland. They live in like fairy tale land. It's this kind of... I feel like they like to be showered with this, that, and the other thing, and show me, like they like to be loved. They want it given freely, but they don't give it back. But you need to give it, or else they start to get hurt, and they probably don't admit it, that they're emotional. For cross watchers, this could even be a Pisces doing this to you. Again, if it's flip-flopped. Five of Cups. This person's like, oh, this is an emotional manipulator. 150,000%. They're like when they get their feathers ruffled, when someone gives them a dose of their own medicine, they're the biggest, fattest victim in the world. But when they do it to another, it's okay. They don't like how it feels, but it's okay to do it. Oh, I see that. No, this is an emotional manipulator. And they need a lot of... Oh, yeah. The Chariot. And then, but they get on their high horse. This is someone who does not like the truth in their face. And then they'll turn it around and blame it on you or whoever spews truth to them. Oh, they're toxic. They're not for me. Or, oh, I can't be around someone like that. Right? What? Who holds your ass accountable? This is someone who's like, they're on their high horse. They live life like kind of on a high horse of one-way accountability. And it does not fly like that. No. That's toxic. And they're, it's an emotional manipulator. This is someone who plays the victim, and it's like an energy of they play the victim after, when they do things that are wrong, then they play the victim when they're called out. That's an emotional manipulator. Let me see what's going on. Let me see how... Let me see any... what are they going through? Let me see. Okay, yeah, no. They're... this person misses you. It's very clear. Whether they would admit it or not, though, let me see. It's clear they're ooh, the four... It's this mixed energy of I miss you, but also like, how dare you? This is a manipulator, 100%. And I feel like this is someone who has a lot of trouble. Like, they lack self-awareness, and they may... it's like they're always the victim, and that is not reality. This feels like someone who will always be the victim. Or they turn themselves into the victim. But especially when they act shitty. They can't admit that maybe they were shitty. Which, again, right, sometimes we all do little things, but you have to admit it. Then you can move on. This one, though, doesn't even want to admit it. Faith. But there's faith. And there's this almost like this energy coming through of... they have this like kind of convoluted, with... It's their ego. It's kind of like, oh, I wish the best for this and I wish the best for that. But you don't act like it. It's like they're all good intentions and this and that, and may come off like a saint and like but their actions don't match up. It's good and dandy, this and that, and like I feel like this could also be like kind of it could even be like a spiritual person. But what I feel is like this is maybe someone who hides behind affirmations, quotes, religion, even, and it feels like they use that as a smokescreen and more like a rationalization. They use that to rationalize their shitty behavior. It's ironic. There was one person in my life who, we're not friends anymore. Was an old-time childhood friend of mine. We were never fully close. It never was close. He was more private and kind of, whatever. But later in life, it was clear he was exactly this kind of energy. And, it's like on the outside, someone very devoutly, you think religious, this, or, he would flaunt that. But then on the inside, not quite. He would use religion to rationalize really horrible behavior. And there was zero accountability. It's still zero accountability. And yet deeply emotional too. This is exactly that kind of energy that I'm feeling. And it stems from heartbreak. It's very sad kind of energy to feel, because we have sympathy for this kind of energy. I know I do, but unfortunately, there is really nothing that can be done unless this person looks at themselves in the mirror. And there is a lot of buried pain within them that they are not facing. It's really quite sad. They miss people. This is like kind of almost could be sociopathic. It's this energy, but not. It's kind of like they feel sad though for what they do, but then when they do it, it's almost like, oh well, okay, let me go confess it, so that it makes it better, or let me go talk to the priest or the rabbi or whoever, or to someone's spirit, to confess and then I feel that, but then they continue doing it. How does that work? Yeah, no. This person is like completely detached and like of like their own actions and consequences. I don't want to say like a lost cause with them, but it's like they don't take responsibility for themselves. It's a lot of like feel good and like, but it's more like rationalization, and it's become a bit of a habit with them. Ooh. Oh, Pisces. This is someone who's like, I just feel like the eternal martyr and the eternal, like, it's just someone I feel too, like, if that part resonates you with the religion or, the spiritual, this is someone who uses it as a smoke screen. It's like, okay, they feel bad, but then they don't do anything about it. There's no self-awareness. They just kind of cherry pick the feel good stuff, or use it to make them feel good, but then continue being an asshole. That's not how it works. No. Pray for this person, but let me get some guidance. Oh no, they really hurt you. There's an energy of hurt. They're hurting you. It's this person has a very hard time talking about their own feelings as well. They have a lot of trauma, and I feel like it's made them arrogant. It's made them this way because I don't feel they talk about their trauma. It's this odd mixture of sensitive but arrogant. It's like quite a cocktail. They give kind of what they want to give, but you need to be open. You need to be open with me, but I can give you what and then, but they get hurt when they're lied to, but they can lie to you. It's quite like a potent cocktail. Five of Pentacles. They're needy too, and they don't want to show it. Ooh. There's the Queen of Pentacles. There could be mother issues with this person or an issue with their feminine energy. The relationship with their own feminine energy, i.e., the energy of compassion, of nurturing, of intuition, the nurturing side of life, the feminine energy is tarnished. It's tarnished. It's I don't know what it is. There's like, because I'm seeing like a thunderbolt, like it's sabotaged somehow. There's a disconnect, and it's very mishmashy. It feels like it's like a warped in a way where they want like eternal, like just accepting love from either another man or woman or whatever way this goes from people, that just kind of let them do what they want, but then, I'll always be here for you. But as you run amok, see, there's that faith card coming out, and the Five of Swords, the higher. It's this like, it's all about them. This is one-sided. They are a one-sided person. This is very difficult energy to deal with. Justice. They rationalize in their head in a way like, oh, well, I guess that's that. And then they rationalize what they do so that they can sleep at night. But then they don't in a way. There's a lot of guilt in them too, but then they still continue what they're doing. Quite a piece of work. That's ooh. Let me get some about how to best handle this. Seven of Pentacles. Wow, what beautiful energy for you. Focus on your job. Focus on your career right now. Do what's right for you. Queen of Cups. Oh, I feel that hurt that they caught. And it's, it's this energy. You know what I feel like? Don't beat yourself up. Don't turn it around on you like, was there anything I could do different? Is there anything I can do different? Should I be more understanding? I feel you were understanding enough, and you do love them, and you love them. And what I feel is, try not to turn it back on you. Like, I feel they may have made you feel like not worthy, and I'm very sensitive. I really feel like it hurts me. They really did a number on you. Ooh. I feel like I want to cry, like, why wasn't I good enough? I was trustworthy. I was honest. I was, and still they would have never anyway. You could be an open book and they'll still do it. That's the kicker. And that's the sad part. I just saw 33 on the timer. King of Swords. The best thing you could have done was set up a boundary with them. No, their selfishness destroyed this. End of story. Don't blame yourself, whatever you do. I know no, they did this. If anything, what I would say is, it's this energy of like, look, I tried, I did what I did, I stuck around for however long I did, right? But it's an energy of like, just accept what you're responsible for, which is yourself, and work on that. Do that. Just know, though, with this type of energy, I feel there's really nothing that you could have done to open them up, to heal them. They have to do that themselves. Let me see any action that they may take towards you. Okay, the Empress. They don't like people who call them out. There's this, like, love-hate, but I feel like their energy towards you right now is very It feels like I'm up on my high horse. This Empress feels like a bitch. Chariot. Yeah, it's an energy, though, of love, but I feel it is very, how dare you? This is their ego. They're in their ego right now too much. And I feel they actually always are, honestly. And it's more like when people call them out, whoever calls them out is the enemy. Rather than, maybe there's some truth to that. This person does not like people to tell them what to do, call them out. And that's how we all grow. When people call us out, give us a, sometimes, right, we all need a dose of our own medicine, or, just some, real talk, like, to humble us, that's how we all grow. And when both in a relationship, even, right, friendships, because, the word relationship to me doesn't mean just romantic. But in any relationship, any good, close relationship, friends, family, right, we need people to rein us in, to call us out too when it's warranted. And that's how we learn and grow. But we do it to them and they do it to us. And I'm the type that embraces that. That's how you keep in check. You keep them in check, they keep you in check. They don't like the being kept in check part. They think they can just run amok. Death card. There's an energy here. Their ego, in a way, it's saying like, okay, fine. And I feel like they're playing a game right now with you of like, I'm not going to them. They're going to come to me. They're like you know what? It's funny. They're actively kind of like writing you off, or, like pushing you away, which means they're very much thinking about you. It's taking a lot of effort, and I feel like you really piss them off. Yeah, no, they're playing a game with you right now of like, I'm good. Okay, if they tell you they're good, they're not. Whatever you see, if they're on social media, if they're sharing things, it feels like they're trying to get you to know, or wanting you to think or know, whatever, see that they're good. And it feels like them, like they're trying to portray this I'm good kind of energy when they're not. It's a big fat game, and that's the way this person, I feel, operates. But they are, in a way, it's not the truth. They actually miss you like hell. They feel guilty, but this is very sociopath kind of energy, narc sociopath. They may even like mess around with some other people, or like go out. I'm getting images in my head of like going out, partying with guys or girls, whatever. And then, I see that kind of falling apart. I actually, what I just saw in my head was like a Rolodex, in a way, which makes me feel like this person may kind of recycle people, where they maybe have a list of people who they maybe dealt with when they were like in their childhood or whatever. And then I feel like it kind of fails. Let me see, will they be back? They know they did you wrong. They may come back. I feel that actually there's an energy like that, but it's this very kind of arrogant kind of energy. So just be careful with that. They have a big issue with accountability. There's almost this energy of like, oh, admit you were wrong. Ooh. Ooh, I'm going to leave that there. So, Pisces, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave me comment down below. Let me know. And again, if you're interested in a private reading, please email me down below. That information's in the description box, right? Again, I do offer live one-on-ones and also pre-recorded readings. I'm sending you much love, and have a beautiful day. Wait. Wait, I wanted to do a message. Wait, I forgot. Let me just get a message to close off. Let me go to this. See what happens when you get into this energy. Oh my God. Okay. These dear angels, dear God. Oh, right here. Now these came out reverse. Ooh, look what came out reverse. Now give your relationship a chance, reverse, and trust, reverse. There is an energy here of, okay, it's interesting how it said work. It says work on your partnership. There's an energy here of, I feel right now, this is again more confirmation that this was not the right, it's almost like stop giving them chances. Free yourself. For now, you must. Retreat. Even more confirmation of it that you did the right thing. No coincidence that both of these came out. And that these fell out reversed. Express your love is on the bottom of the deck. This feels like to your friends and your family, people who are in your circle. Do that. Do your thing. Surround yourself with people who do love you. You look at this. You and your loved ones are safe. And I feel this is like make a commitment energy that's on the top of the deck. This feels like make a commitment to yourself to stay in good energy. And I feel like, send them healing energy, but like don't hold a grudge. God is in charge. Sense of humor. And again, you and your loved ones are safe. One day you may laugh about it. You may not laugh now, but I feel like one day you may. But I also think this God is, excuse me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. This God is in charge energy. This is a reminder that there are some things in life, especially with people, other people, that you can't do anything about. It's out of your realm. It's out of my realm. It's out of the realm of control, and it should be. But this is like an energy of, you know what, some people you can't change. Some things you can't change. And ultimately there's something, right? I mean, ultimately God is in charge, right? And the prayer will help with this situation. And I feel like this is praying for you and praying for them as well. Take your time making this decision. And I feel like that's with you, maybe if they do approach you coming back and whatever, make a rational decision. Balance your feelings with your emotions for them. Love, okay? So I'm sending you much love, and now this is goodbye, okay? So until next time, have a beautiful week. Bye-bye now.